Take a look at this vintage statement from a 1950 trust company. For decades, fraud detection operated strictly after the fact. A customer would review a document like this, notice an unauthorized charge, and manually report the crime to their bank. The problem is, modern digital payments move in milliseconds. By the time a victim notices an unfamiliar charge today, the stolen funds have already been divided across dozens of accounts and converted into untraceable cryptocurrency. Purely reactive protection is dead. Financial institutions are now forced to operate differently, building systems that attempt to estimate risk and intercept a transaction before the money ever leaves your account. Imagine opening your banking app. You type an £8,000 transfer and press send. But the instant your thumb touches the screen, time freezes completely. In those hidden milliseconds before the funds actually move, your payment enters an invisible, highly complex algorithmic gauntlet. The first layer of this gauntlet examines the technical footprint of your device. The artificial intelligence instantly checks your operating system, your current network address, and your physical location to see if anything looks suspicious. But fraudsters can spoof IP addresses and steal passwords, so the system moves to behavioral biometrics. It stops looking at what you type and starts analyzing exactly how you physically interact with your phone. Physical motion translates into a unique signature. The AI measures the milliseconds between keystrokes, how firmly you press the glass, and the natural arc of your scrolling. If a pressured victim rapidly switches between apps, it produces erratic spikes compared to their normal baseline. The initial defense mechanism no longer cares if you entered the correct password. It calculates whether the physical rhythm of the person holding the device matches the genuine owner. Once the sender is verified, the AI shifts focus to the destination. This is where it confronts the hardest challenge in modern finance, the authorized scam. Here, the genuine customer is perfectly authenticated, but they are being manipulated into paying a criminal. To spot this deception, the system uses graph neural networks. Starting from a single recipient, the model branches out to map relationships, exposing hidden connections that link that destination to shared devices, suspicious addresses, and known money mule accounts. The algorithm combines those invisible network links with the behavioral signals from your phone. If it sees that the destination account was open 3 days ago and immediately transfers all incoming money to unrelated notes, it flags the infrastructure as a scam. Having analyzed hundreds of variables, the AI generates a final risk score. The millisecond ends, time unpauses, and instead of a confirmation screen, your payment is blocked. Synthesizing disparate signals in real time is the mathematical method financial institutions rely on to intercept a scam before the stolen funds disappear across borders. But predicting human behavior at massive scale introduces a severe mathematical hurdle known as the base rate problem. Fraud is statistically rare compared to the total volume of digital payments. Even if a highly accurate model correctly catches that tiny cluster of real crime, a tiny error rate will cause thousands of perfectly legitimate transactions to light up in red. These automated false positives carry a devastating real-world cost. An innocent person trying to pay their rent, purchasing food from a local business, or running a company can suddenly find their entire bank account frozen. Making matters worse, customers often face a wall of silence. Banks typically refuse to explain exactly which behavior triggered the restriction, because revealing the algorithm's detection logic would give criminals the blueprint to bypass it. This creates the paradox of intelligent friction. The precise technology engineered to safeguard our money can, with one algorithmic mistake, arbitrarily strip away our access to it. Financial institutions accept this severe friction because the alternative is letting criminals win an escalating technological arms race fueled by generative AI. Attackers are rapidly deploying voice cloning to impersonate family members, using deepfake video to mimic corporate executives on conference calls, and deploying autonomous scam agents capable of manipulating hundreds of victims at the exact same time. Organizations like Interpol and global law enforcement agencies acknowledge a harsh reality. Human investigators alone can no longer keep up with industrial-scale, automated financial crime. The future of global finance is an endless conflict taking place in fractions of a second, with defensive networks adapting to outsmart offensive algorithms. We face a difficult societal choice. We must allow algorithms to continuously monitor our behavior to prevent automated theft. Yet we have to enforce boundaries, ensuring the banking system does not evolve into a surveillance state that treats every ordinary customer as a permanent suspect.